I'm Quinn. I play guitar in the Used. We're on tour right now. We're in Philadelphia at the TLA, and getting ready to play here pretty soon, and it's going to be awesome. Sold out show. It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, and I know the tour just started, and you guys did do the little acoustic run a month or so ago, but it's been a while since you guys have really been on the road touring in the U.S. So how does it feel to be back out, you know, full-blown shows night after night with the fans?
It feels great to be back out again. Our record just came out, Vulnerable, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and we kind of did a little promo tour, played acoustically at some record stores. We were in Philly, we were around the East Coast, but we took a lot of time off to write the record and kind of dissolved out of our label, and it kind of mutated into our own label, and just us sort of having to make a lot of changes to how we operate and basically finding a new deal. So that kind of ate up a lot of time. You know, we took our time, and our drummer Dan, he and I both got married. He had a baby. You know, so life was really going crazy. But it feels so good to be back finally. It might have been a while, but it was needed. It was good. So.
And you can really hear it on the record that you guys are in a great place right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel good about it too.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so, can we talk about Vulnerable a little bit? I mean, you know, it has a bit of everything musically, and lyrically it has such a great, like, strong message behind it throughout, like, you know, be more than who you think you are, that sort of a thing. So, you know, when you're on stage performing, is that sort of driving you? Like, is that what's going through your mind when you're playing these songs, hearing these songs?
Every song I get a little bit different of a flashback to a kind of feeling. Sometimes I'm experiencing new feelings. I'm just sort of, you know, out of a regular thought pattern, and that's why I say like flashbacks or things like that happen. But with the new record, it kind of feels like it gives me a confidence. I think we're all really confident with the new record, and I think the theme of Vulnerable is really simple. It's that in order to succeed or to propel yourself into anything, you know, great, you've got to be vulnerable. You've got to be strong. You've got to be strong enough to take a chance, and so vulnerability is a very key element to being, you know, a stronger person, or moving on, or accepting who you are exactly, or what you might be interpreted as, and just saying, screw that, you know, or screw what everybody thinks. I'm going to be who I know I can be, and whether or not someone thinks that's whatever, you have to be okay with being vulnerable. And so, embracing that is a good kind of mantra or philosophy to sort of have,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
in life. And you know, it's you can easily forget how powerful it is, you know.
Definitely. And I think, you know, something that is such a staple for the Used is that you guys always have music and feelings and songs that fans can really relate to and connect to. And I think that emotional connection is really strong and vulnerable, kind of almost like back with the first album.
Yeah.
Do you guys sort of almost feel like it's, you know, come full circle for you guys, or is there like a new energy sort of in the band?
Definitely. Yeah, there is a new energy. We've really stepped up our personal involvement and input and relationship within. I mean, it's been good for a while, and we all kind of, I wouldn't say we burned out, but we were definitely just kind of just sort of flat, like with where things were going. We weren't sure where they were going, but you know, now, I mean, we're really good friends. Like, we can talk about anything, make fun of each other, roast each other, be hard on each other in a good way. You know, nobody really gets their panties in a bind or anything, like when somebody has something to, you know, so we're very functional. We try and work like a team, you know, and yeah, and the lyrics from the first record and like this record is such a good message that for everyone to be behind that is really, it's really important, and we realize that. So
Absolutely. And this album, I'm a huge fan of Vulnerable as an album, and I think what's great about it is that it's really an album. It's a genuine, like, honest album. It's not 12 singles put together. Mm-hmm. It's this whole sort of, you know, collection of songs with a message. Was there a moment for you guys when you knew, like, this is the direction we were headed, or this is when the album was complete?
Yeah, like we had taken about a year and we recorded and written in our practice space in LA, and kind of on and off, and sort of doing the regular thing, like I'll usually come up with a guitar idea or I'll loop an idea and kind of come up with a basic rhythm. I either just record it with my phone or and then play it back for everybody. We listen to it and then we jam on it. We went into the studio with a grip of songs, maybe 10 songs, and we picked out 3 that we thought were all right, that were the best, I guess, of that batch, and we did that. We were just like, okay, now what? Like, let's try something different. And so we're like, why can't we just, with our producer, we're like, why can't we just take the keyboard? I have an idea, I just want to make that beat, and here's the bass line. It's just hum it to me, and here's basically the melody, and then, duplicate that, and let's sit and listen to that and get a vibe for that. So once we started doing that, that's where songs like Hands and Faces came from. This Fire. We just kind of started out with just building the music from an idea standpoint instead of being in a room together and doing it live. But about half the album were songs that we did probably a year and a half ago, like just had recorded ourselves. And then, so we had like half of like our rock stuff, and then we really wanted to do something different. Here comes the intro.
Oh man.
A little preview.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna talk to you about Put Me Out too, because on the deluxe version you get 2 of Put Me Outs, and both of them are phenomenal. But it's so cool because the first version is, like typical like classic used track, big guitars, big chord, like it's great. And then you have this incredible transformation into the acoustic version of Put Me Out, which honestly I think if you're not listening closely to the lyrics, you can totally take it for another song.
Oh, absolutely.
So how was that process of transforming and essentially reimagining the song?
The day we were supposed to go into the Hurley Studios to record the acoustic versions or acoustic stuff, we knew we were going to do Together Burning Bright, I believe, and I Come Alive. And they were like, hey, while you're there, it's free studio time. If you want to do anything, if you want to throw down an idea. We're like, okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. And that day at practice, before everybody was already out of the room, and they were all outside. They're always outside waiting for me because I'm always like the last one. I'm always dinking around forever. But I came up with this riff that was like, boom, 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 and I started looping that, and I recorded on my phone. Went down to the studio, we were doing this, and I popped it out, and I was like, dude. And I could hear, that's actually Phil from Story of the Year. He was there, and he did some back and forth. But gosh, what was I just going to say? I just had this idea, and I had kind of been listening to it in the melody. I was like, you know what? This vocal pattern kind of works with that. So I just went in there, looped it. Bert went in and sang it like 3 times. That was it. It was really just a guitar. It's just a guitar and vocals. So it just came out of thin air.
Turned out incredible. So way to go with that one. But any chance we're gonna catch any acoustic songs on the show?
We might be doing some tonight. Maybe. I think maybe 2.
So, when you're forming this tour, you have so much material now. 6 albums if you count Shall I Believer. How do you go about, forming the set?
Well, we like to spread it out. Man, it's called virtual sound check. They're rocking the album. Let's hear it. this cut and we'll wait. Let's do a cut. And we're back. Got loud there for a minute, huh? So yeah, basically, I mean, when we pick out a set list, it's kind of evolved over time. I mean, there's like, we try to do like about 4 or 5 songs per record. And then, like lately on these tours and stuff, we're trying to do a lot more old. And then, because we're trying to do we're doing more new stuff. So, yeah, we're doing more new stuff.
Check. Motherfucking check. Check, hey. Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Anyway.
Alright, we're rolling.
Live from the ladies' room. It's too loud in there again. We're loud. We're quite too loud.
Not too loud.
Yeah, I guess never too loud.
So, it's only been like 3 days on this tour, right?
Yeah, it's only been, this will be the 4th show. Third show.
Have you guys got back into the swing of things pretty readily? The typical tour days?
Yep, we were just on a European tour for about 2 weeks, and that was kind of like our warm-up tour for this, so we're pretty warm.
You got any pre-show rituals that you do besides this?
We do a cheer, like we just make up a cheer, just, and then we hug. We all just hug and kind of just say, have a good show, and remember this, remember that, do this. We just kind of just, we warm up for a good half an hour or so, just kind of try and congregate.
Well, this is definitely going to be the year of the Youths. You got this headline tour, you have half of Warped, the first half of Warped coming out.
That's right.
And then you also have a fall headlining tour too in Norris, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you're planning on adding to that list in 2012?
We're going to have a DVD to release. We have like tons of live video that we shot over the years. And we're having a friend of ours come out and kind of do like the final touches on it and edit it probably over the summer. And so yeah, like we'll hopefully kind of put together like an exclusive sort of probably maybe a live album with a DVD or some exclusive versions of songs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of touring. We're gonna go to South America again, like back to Europe, probably go to Japan and Asia later in the year, and then another U.S. tour in Canada, like in the fall. So yeah, after Warped Tour this summer, we'll just have a break for about a month, and then we'll hit it hard till Christmas.
Cool, definitely good to hear.
Yeah, be good.
And is the DVD, is it like concert footage?
It'll be everything. It'll be life. Just life on the road, life at home, life in general. Yeah, just.
And that'll be sort of with Anger Music Group, right? The new production company? Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. It's pretty much open to anything creative, right? Not just music for you guys?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's why it was like, oh, we should, let's put it on our own record label, our own label. It was like, well, what if we want to sell merchandise, or what if we want to represent some artists that sell paintings, or people that do video work, or people that do, or if we needed to call on someone if we needed to affiliate ourselves with the tools like to do production or anything like that, we can basically just in-house it ourselves, and anything and everything is better than putting yourself in the corner, just to sell records, because I mean, that's on its way out,
Yeah. And we are Pop Culture Menace, so we're always immersed in pop culture. But how about you? Is there anything you can't get enough of these days?
I mean, I'm on YouTube all the time, just checking out all kinds of, all just every and all kinds of things. I read Huffington Post quite a bit, other news, New York Times. Bob Lefsetz. I read his stuff occasionally. Like I get his newsletter. I'm really into Adventure Time, the cartoon. I think it's amazing. Whoever does that is absolutely genius, in my opinion. I love voices. My wife is she's also a singer. Her name's Megan Joy, and we just enjoy so many different cartoon. We have a 5-year-old son, and you know, anything that he likes, we love. You know, we get into, whether it's He-Man or Transformers or Yo Gabba Gabba. We just embrace it. You know, I love it. So I'm into pretty much, you know, almost everything and anything. I really like. Bert really likes cooking. I'm really into like film and photography. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, kind of all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Good,
All
good.
kinds of art.
And now for just for fun question, if Vulnerable were the soundtrack to a movie, what would that movie be like? We kind of got a dose of it with the I Come Alive video a little bit. But how do you think it would pan out from there?
It would be about, I think, character-wise, this and the setting. I think that it would be similar to it would be a young boy, like Halloween. I would say it would be like, yeah, Halloween, or something where a person just goes crazy and gets rid of everyone who's pushed him down, and I don't know.
Alright, I can see it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. I just think a young character that overcomes, you know, a big struggle, and which is every movie. Somewhere, parents are dead. Yeah. He meets 3 mystical friends that have powers, and they go searching for something. They lose it, they get it back, and then they realize that they didn't want it anyway. They were happy with what they had before, and everything comes full circle. That'll be the movie, just like every movie.
It's a good one. That'll work out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us today. Do you have any final message for your fans and the visitors of popculturemadness.com?
Yeah, everybody out there that's supported our band and music in general, it's really appreciated from the artist's standpoint. Personally, it seems to be hard to survive through your art, and the means to create the art are always going to be pure and passionate from the ones that you can tell. I mean, and it really means it. I mean it from the heart, and we do what we do from the heart, and it's really appreciated. Everyone that has supported us, or even just taken the time to listen to us. And I hope that if at all it has inspired you, and just to do whatever you need to do in your own life to be happy, create, and love each other, and be the best you can be, and make the most of every moment. And hopefully our music is a reminder of, you know, just how precious life is, and how easy it is to say I love you, or to say, you know, to reach out to someone that you love, and just to be a happy person. And I don't know. I just hope that our music's inspired people, and I hope that everyone can do the same for themselves, you know.
Well, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks everyone online.